Yes, Vice Chair.
Mr. Chair, do we have the Vice Mayor of Mexico Pampanga from 2016 until 2019? And do we have the council members also from 2016 to 2019? Yes, because my question is about the process of reclassification. I understand that we have a committee in the Sangguniang Bayan. May we know who can answer the question about the process before it is endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan? Vice Mayor, please.
The process po, pupunta muna po siya sa MPDC. The executive will endorse to the Sangguniang regarding the reclassification. And the Sangguniang secretary will receive the endorsement and inform po yung chairman na may reclassification. So we usually calendar it for first reading for referral.
By first reading, it means it will be referred to the committee concerned. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
May we know what committee and the chairman of this committee?
Land use po.
Land use. And who was the chairman during that time?
That time, I think, is Councilor Perry Dizon.
Do we have Councilor Perry Dizon here?
Hindi si Manalo. Councilor?
Recent na lang po siya.
Vice? Recent bang tinatanong mo? Recent?
From 2016 to 2019.
Oh.
Okay, to be specific, Mr. Chair, may I know who is the committee chairman in 2018?
To be specific po, si Councilor Perry Dizon pa yata yun.
Is he here?
Wala po siya.
But are you the incumbent vice mayor during the time?
Yes po.
So I suppose that you are aware of what happened in the reclassification process.
When it comes to the procedure po sa committee level, konti lang po. Pagdating, I am the presiding officer, so pag session lang po, makakarinig ako tungkol sa
Nonetheless, Mr. Chair, may I confirm from Vice Mayor, kayo po ba ang Vice Mayor ng Mexico, Pampanga, noong itong 81 parcels of land na pag-aari ng Yatay Industrial Park Incorporated, consisting of 1,217,660 square meters, situated in San Lorenzo, San Antonio, and San Jose, Matulid, Mexico, ay na-reclassify from agricultural to industrial.
Tama po.
So you confirm that you were the vice mayor during that time?
Opo.
And can you please enlighten us? Ano po ba yung mga dokumento na inyong ni-review as the presiding officer during that time after the reclassification was endorsed by the Committee on Land Use to the Sangguniang Bayan?
As a presiding officer po, ang natatandaan ko lang, hindi po nakumpleto yan ng mga requirements nila. Parang ano lang po sila, undertaking. Up to present po, hindi po yan nakumpleto yung mga requirements. So for taxation purposes po, ang sabi po nila na reclassify na.
Vice Mayor, are you aware that in the face of your representation that the requirements were not complete, there exists a municipal ordinance reclassifying the land? Are you aware of this?
Ang alam ko po, undertaking lang.
Mr. Chair, can we check with the committee if we have in our possession Municipal Ordinance number 031-2018? And still on the same concern, Mr. Chair. On a normal practice, Vice Mayor, kaano ho ba katagal ang isang reclassification process?
Matagal-tagal po. Depende po sa mga requirements.
How many months?
Pag kompleto po yung requirements, less than 2 to 3 months po. Pag hindi po kompleto, hindi po napa-approve yan for third reading kasi po iniintay po namin yung mga requirements.
And I want to bring to your attention, Vice Mayor, that the letter of intent for this particular reclassification is dated September 25, 2018. September 25, 2018. Plus, considering your representation that the requirements were never completed, there is Municipal Ordinance 031-2018, which I suppose you were the one who signed as the Vice Mayor.
Siguro po.
So you admit, does the Vice Mayor admit that in spite of the incomplete requirements supporting the reclassification of the property of Yata Industrial, ay inaproban niyo po ang reclassification na ito?
As a presiding officer po, kung sa aking pong pagkakaintindi, sa aking pong pagkaalala, hindi po nakumpleto yung mga requirements ng Yata
But
Industrial.
nevertheless, there's a municipal ordinance which shows that you approve. The Sangguniang Bayan approved.
Okay.
May we ask if the LGU of Mexico Pampanga have with them the copy of this municipal ordinance? Because I wish to state for the record, bakit nyo naman po hindi ni-attach yung mga annexes nito? Ha? You submitted the municipal ordinance but you did not enclose the requirements which are supposed to be attached to this municipal ordinance. My next question, Vice Mayor. Is it not that one of the mandatory requirements is the clearance coming from the Department of Agriculture?
That's correct po.
And do you confirm that in reference to this property owned by Yatay Industrial, wala po kayong hiningi na clearance from DA?
Hindi ko po masasagot kung hindi ko po kasi nakikita yung record. Pero usually po, kasama po yan talaga.
Let me proceed to the property likewise owned by Yatay Industrial Park Incorporated. This time it is 17 parcels of land. This is situated in San Lorenzo, Mexico, Pampanga, composed of 242,768 square meters, likewise reclassified from agricultural to industrial. The letter of intent is dated November 17, 2017, Vice Mayor. Pagkatapos may municipal ordinance po tayo, 045-2017. Ibig sabihin, in a period of 1 month and 13 days, you were able to finish the committee hearing, you were able to comply with the 3-reading rule, you were able to approve the municipal ordinance. Is that how fast you approve the reclassification?
It's the committee chair po yung makakasagot kasi po siya yung nag-motion yan.
But you were the vice mayor. You were the presiding chairman. Of course, you're aware of the 3-reading rule.
I'm aware po.
After the first reading and after the same is referred to the Committee on Land Use, meron ka pang 2nd reading. Meron ka pang 3rd reading. Am I correct?
Opo, after first reading po i-refer sa committee, magko-conduct po ng committee hearing yung chairman. Then, po nakapag-committee report po siya, they will motion for 2nd reading.
Precisely, Mr. Vice Mayor. And that is why I find it so strange. Paano po nyo natapos yun? Paano po kayo nakakomply sa 3-reading rule? Considering na may committee hearing pa in a period of 1 month and 13 days. Hindi pa nga ako sigurado kung anong date nitong municipal ordinance, but what I am certain of, this was issued 2017 before the end of the year. It could be December 1. It could be December 2. It could be December 10. Mukha, former Vice Mayor, mukhang na railroad nyo itong reclassification process na ito. What can you say about that?
Hindi ko po masagot yun kasi po yung chairman po yung nagtapos ng ano eh. So I just preside over the Sangguniang po, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Chair, to proceed with this line of questions, I wish to ask our former Vice Mayor, there's also a reclassification process here, also of Yatay Industrial Park Incorporated. This time it's 353 square meters located in San Jose, Matulid, and San Lorenzo, also in Mexico, Pampanga. Reclassification from agricultural to commercial. This is comprised of 22 parcels of land. Do you confirm that you were the one who approved this as well?
Ma'am, year po, year.
2019.
2000. Yes po, ako pa po yung Vice Mayor na.
2019. I wish to ask Vice Mayor, former Vice Mayor, wala po kasing information dito about the DA clearance. Hindi po ba kayo nag-check? Assuming that we have the Committee on Land Use na dapat unang nag-evaluate ng application, but from your end, as the presiding officer, as the Vice Mayor, as the head of the Sangguniang Bayan, you're supposed to check the requirements as well. Am I correct?
Yes po, ma'am.
And do you recall kung ito pong application na ito ay supported ng clearance ng Department of Agriculture?
Naka-undertake po kasi sila eh. So yun po yung inaano nila, yung chairman, naka-undertake po sila. Isasubmit. Kaya hindi po yan dumaan ng third reading po, ma'am.
Hindi dumaan ng third reading. How come Municipal Ordinance number 009-2019 came into existence? Of course, the third reading is mandatory unless there's a certification of urgency coming from the LCE. Nag-certify ho ba si Mayor na urgent itong reclassification ordinance?
Hindi ko po matandaan sa record.
Okay. Proceeding to the fourth property, Mr. Chair. We have here another parcel of land, this time owned by Mexico 999 Industrial Realty and Development. This is comprising of 240,910 square meters located in San Nicolas, Mexico, Pampanga. You also reclassified this from agricultural to industrial. And strangely again, the letter of intent is dated October 24, 2018. Pagkatapos, ang municipal ordinance po ninyo, 034-2018. And what is surprising, your zoning certificate is dated February 2019. Na-approve bago pa ang zoning certificate. Ibig sabihin, kahit hindi po kompleto requirements, even without checking the zoning, in-approve nyo na ang reclassification. And to add, former Vice Mayor, it does not bear as well the clearance coming from the Department of Agriculture. For the last property, Mr. Chair, this one is owned by Pampanga Heavy Industrial Park Corporation. It consists of 929,520 square meters situated in San Lorenzo, Mexico, Pampanga, likewise reclassified from industrial to commercial. Vice Mayor, do you confirm having approved this one?
If it is within in our term po, ma'am.
It's 2017.
Yes, ma'am.
So you confirm.
Yes po.
And do you confirm as well na kahit kulang-kulang ang requirements, inapprove nyo.
Ang pagkakaintindi ko po, nag-undertaking po sila, gano'n.
What is your basis to conclude that when there is undertaking, you can dispense with the requirement of the clearance from the Department of Agriculture? Ano pong basehan ninyo to conclude na pwede na yung affidavit of undertaking?
Maybe po yung chairman po yung tanongin natin. Kasi po, siya po yung nag-tackle niyan.
I hope you realize, Vice Mayor, that you are the head of the Sangguniang Bayan. You should know more than what the chairman of the Committee on Land Use knows. Mr. Chair, with that, I respectfully move that we invite the chairman of the Committee on Land Use of Mexico, Pampanga, that is for subpoena ad testificandum. And further, Mr. Chair, I move that we issue subpoena to Sestecum. With respect to the copy of the requirements mentioned in these 5 ordinances. So move, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, before we second the motion, can we include all the other members of the Sangguniang Bayan at that time?
Vice Chair, are you amenable to the possible amendments being introduced by Congressman Dauk in
Yes.
your no?
Yes, Mr. Chair, and for
Motion.
the guidance of the committee, may I just add that there's another property here dated 2019. So to pursue the intention of the Honorable Dagook, perhaps we should invite both the chairman of land use and the members of the council in 2016 and in 2019, because there might be changes in the composition already of the Sangguniang Bayan and the Committee on Land Use as well.
There's a motion to issue a subpoena dosis TECOM muna tayo dosis TECOM to all those pertaining document that being asked by Vice Chair Listro, duly seconded. Any objections? The chair says none. The motion is carried. Vice Chair, with regards to subpoena ad testificandum, we'll just go to process na paimbitahan muna natin sila by invitation.
We submit, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.